Hello everyone, welcome back to a new career break diaries, stay-at-home wife diaries vlog. I actually really like filming these videos. I feel like it just gives me a sense of having someone to talk to, and I think being at home all the time 24/7, although my husband works from home, obviously he's working, so we don't get to interact all the time throughout the day, so it can feel quite lonely. So I feel like making these vlogs makes me feel like I have someone to talk to. And also I have some fabulous news. My stay-at-home wife contract has been extended by a couple of months. The original plan was for me to take the summer off and then start looking, well, that was my plan anyway, to take the summer off and then start looking for a new work opportunity around September, because I know September is quite a good time to get hired. So that was the original plan. I finished my previous job around May, and the plan was to start looking for a new job in September. So we're now in September. I believe it's the 9th of September today. I'm still going to have a look, but from what I've seen so far, the market isn't great. So I spoke to my husband, and to be honest, I feel like everything is kind of driven by me. I don't think he would have an issue with me staying at home longer, but I'm struggling a little bit with the idea of not having my own income or having an income coming in every single month like I'm used to. So the plan is to stay at home for a couple more months. If I do find something, then that's fine. I can apply, interview, and see if I get the role, if I find anything that I'm interested in. But if not, the plan is to stay at home for a couple more months. And I know January as well is quite a good period to get hired. So yeah, that's the plan. So a couple more months of staying at home, which now that I've kind of gotten used to it and I got over those mental blocks, I'm really enjoying it. It can get quite lonely and repetitive being at home all the time, just cooking and cleaning, but I feel like in today's day and age it's such a privilege to be able to stay at home and to do what you enjoy. So for me, filming is something that I really enjoy. So that's my little rumble at the beginning, and yeah, now let's spend the day together. I was very eagerly waiting on an order to arrive, and it literally arrived 2 minutes, so I thought what better opportunity than to start filming so we can open it all together. It's a ginormous bag, and as you can see, it's from Shein. I never used to buy from there, but now that I've started buying, I feel like you can find things, especially like home decor, that is so much more affordable than in other places. So I'll show you what I picked up. This is not sponsored at all, by the way. I purchased everything with my own money. Oh no, that's driving me nuts. Can you see that? It's bedding, drying. That is ruining the aesthetic. Okay, I got a couple of home bits. Let's see what I got. There is a lot of stuff here. Okay, so let's see. What's this? Oh, okay. So the first thing that I picked up is this lovely little mug. It does feel really light. I wouldn't say it feels like it's great quality, but I really like the look of it. It's got this wooden handle here, and I also picked up a tray for it. So I'll show you the tray when. It must be this one, maybe. So yeah, this is the first thing that I picked up, is this mug. It's really small, but I thought for like a small coffee it would be quite cute. So that's the first thing that I picked up. Oh my goodness, these are so small. So I picked up this decorative bowls. It's like artificial moss, and I picked it up to go in a bowl. Yeah, so I picked this up recently and I wanted something to go inside it, and I looked online at how to style this kind of bowls. You can, I think most people kind of just leave them empty, but I wanted to find a couple of different options of stuff to put inside. So I picked these up, these bowls, but I had no idea they were going to be so tiny. I thought they would be so much bigger. I think I probably need 2 packs of this at the very least. This is the second Shein order that I'm getting, and with the first order I also feel like when I received stuff in real life, they don't really look the size that I thought they would be, which is really strange. So yeah, these are a lot smaller, but I'll try them and see what they look like. Maybe it'll look fine if it's not covered, but I did want the whole bowl to be covered, so that is that. Leave that there. Okay, what's next? Okay, this is such a good find. I'm so curious to see what this one will look like. So it's a candle, and it's meant to be like a Grecian style candle. So they actually sell this on the range for twice the price. Oh my gosh, this is really, really tiny as well. I thought it would be so much bigger, but I can smell it through the packaging. Oh, it smells so nice. Oh my gosh, this is half the size of what I thought it would be. I don't know why, because I did measure these things, but I don't know. I expected this to be so much bigger. So this is what it looks like. I think it's meant to be Grecian or Greek inspired, and it feels like it's almost like gypsum or some sort of, not concrete, I don't know what the name is of that material, but I would say maybe gypsum. And then this is what it looks like. It's incredibly tiny though. I did not expect it to be this tiny. It smells incredible though. Oh, it smells really, really nice. And then it's also got a lid for it, so you can kind of do it like that. So it says here on the top, on the lid, it says scented candle. I think it came in different scents if I remember correctly. This is really cute though. I'm just ashamed about the size. I expected it to be a lot bigger, but it's lovely. I feel like this video is probably going to be so long just by opening this parcel, because I did get a lot of things. What is this? It's kind of a tray. Honestly, this is so small. It's way smaller than I thought it would be. So this is what it looks like. And I initially bought this to store the candle on it like that, but it's way too small. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having a huge issue with things from Shein just not being the size that I expect them to be in real life. This is way too small for the candle. It's kind of a tray. So yeah, I think this is definitely going back. It's way too small for anything, to be honest. Okay, next up I picked this up, which I'm guessing, apologies about the light, which I'm guessing, again, this is way too small. I expected this to be twice the size that it looks to be. Also, the color looks different to how it looked like online. I think it looked a lot darker online. I expected it to be a lot darker. So it's just a wooden tray, and I kind of purchased it for the mug to go on it. But I think it looks really cute actually. If I look at it, I kind of expected the tray to be the same color as the handle of the mug, but it's way lighter. But I think it still looks cute. I quite like these two together actually. The next thing that I picked up is this artichokes. They're meant to be, this is what they look like in the packaging. It's meant to be decoration for this bowl. I wasn't sure whether I'm going to use the artificial moss or whether I'm going to use this, whichever one looks better, to be honest. These are the size that I expected them to be honest. So these are 3 artificial artichokes, and these are the size that I expected them to be honest. Do they smell? Not really, they don't really have a smell. So let's see what they look like this. They do feel a tiny bit sticky though, as if they've got some sort of residue on them. Maybe glue. So I need to kind of see what I'm going to like more. I might keep the artificial moss as well, but I just feel like it's a bit too tiny. But this is what the artificial artichokes look like. Again, I found these on so many UK based sites, but they were, I think, maybe twice the price. So I just picked these up. Yeah, these look really cute actually. Okay, let's keep going because I have a lot more things to show you actually. I went a tiny bit crazy. In my previous vlog that I did, I basically was talking about how I picked up some cushion covers from Shein as well that I really liked, but they were a tiny bit too beige. So I decided not to keep those just because they were too beige for the sofa, and just, yeah, I guess mostly for the sofa, not for the living room. But I picked up 2 more. So this is what they look like. I was saying in that video, oh my goodness, these are huge. I feel like, I don't know, I just get all the wrong things, like the wrong size of things, but I'm pretty sure these ones didn't come in anything smaller. But I don't have cushions this size, so I'd have to buy new cushions. However, that's not an issue. I don't mind buying new cushions, especially feather filled ones, because I don't think we have any that are feather filled. But this is the cushion cover. And like I was saying in the previous vlog, I knew that I wanted something that had a bit of a metallic running through. These ones as well, they're very beigey, especially the back. It's got this satin material on the back. And the front does have metallic running through it, but the front is giving beige and brown rather than grey. But it does have a few streaks of grey going through it. Maybe it'll look nice, I don't know, but I don't have the cushions for this, so I don't think I'll be able to try it. I'll probably end up trying it with the cushions that I have, but those are really small. And you get 2 pieces with these as well. And I'm pretty sure they were really, really affordable. And honestly, they are really, really good quality. Apart from the size being the wrong size, I think they are really good quality for what you're paying. It does kind of give a bit of Rowan vibes. I love Rowan Homes. Their website is just so gorgeous. But yeah, I am really happy with these actually, especially for the price. I just need to try them out and see if they're going to go with the sofa. Okay, what else did I pick up? Next up, I have this thing, which is a key holder. We have one already, but I don't really like the one we have, and there weren't that many nice ones to be fair on Shein, but this was one that I saw and I thought was really cute. This was the only one that I thought was kind of worth picking up. Let's see. So this is what it looks like. I feel like quality is decent, especially for the price. It does have a bit of the paint missing here and 2 scratches here, but I think this was definitely under £5, and I think it's so much nicer than the one that we have. Yeah, quality could potentially be improved, but for the price I feel like it's really, really nice, especially under £5. So I'm curious to see, because it's got 2 hooks. I'm curious to see if the hooks are in the same position as where we have the current hooks, because if they're not, then I don't like doing stuff like that. I just want to have it a bit easy, you know? I just want to take it and put it. So yeah, I'm really happy with this actually. Oh, I think this is another tray actually, because I picked up 2 trays. I picked up this one, which is the super tiny one, which, I mean, look at the size difference between these two. This one is super tiny and this one is much bigger. This is the tray. So yeah, I picked up 2 because I couldn't make up my mind as to which one would be nicer. So let's see. Oh yeah, this is the other one, and from what I remember, this one was way cheaper. This is the size that I expected the other one to be, and it looks like this. I don't know if the camera is picking up what it looks like. It looks like it's kind of blurry. Is it picking up? Hopefully it's picking up. It's kind of speckled, and the candle would go so much better on this. This is what I envisioned with the first one. So this might be staying if I get to style it correctly. I think this is really, really good quality. I can't remember how much it was, but I don't think it was that much. And to be fair, I think it would probably be way cheaper than what you'd spend on Amazon or things like that. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. I almost missed these. These are some coasters, and again, I remember them being super, super cheap. They are, I guess you could call them flimsy, but I knew that they would be this thin. This is what they look like in the packaging. Let me take them out. I think because of the way the coffee table is, we need to protect it and have coasters. So you get loads of these. You get 6. I think there were some that came in a pack of 12 as well, but I just wanted to get 6. And these will be really handy to kind of just leave on the coffee table. They come in a gold color. They're kind of like really, really thin and plasticky. I do have my eye on another set of coasters which will go really, really nicely with the coffee table, but those are £20, and these were probably, I don't know, maybe £3-4 at most. And you get so many of them, so you can just leave them scattered around. So I think as a temporary solution, these are gorgeous. We do have a couple of coasters. There's one actually here. We have these ones, but they're just this marble. They're really weighty actually, but they're just kind of this marble material, and yeah, I just don't like these. They don't go with the aesthetic of the coffee table at all, but these are fabulous. I'm really pleased with these. And I know they also did them in different colors. They did them in rose gold, they did them in silver as well, and they also did the placemats, not just the coasters. These are such a good buy. I really like it on Shein when you can look at pictures and you can see what the other customers' pictures look like, and you can see what they look like in real life, because that, you know, that's what you're going to get. In my previous vlog as well, I told you about the greatest invention ever. Not but storage books. So I told you that I had a couple more on the way. I think on this one I only had 2. So this is a replacement for the one that I showed you in the first vlog, because it had a bit of damage on the spine. However, I can see that this one has a tiny bit of damage here as well. I don't know if it's picking up, but I can live with this damage just because it's on the front of the book. It's not on the spine of the book, and I think a lot of times you use this one to kind of style it, and you can see the spine the most, not the front. So I think this one's fine. I'm happy to keep this one. And how handy are these? They look amazing. You can actually store stuff inside. So that was the first one that arrived, and it was to replace the other one that I sent back because I just wasn't happy with the damage that it had. And then I picked up another one. Let's see this one. And this is another one. Again, I'm not sure if this is based off a real book. I think it might potentially be. It looks good. There's no damage on it as far as I can see apart from here. A tiny bit, but I don't think it's picking up. It's very minor. However, one thing that I will say, the front looks good, but the back is just quite blurry. Especially this image here is quite blurry. However, for the price, it's fine. I honestly don't mind it. They are quite affordable. And then we have one more thing, which I have no idea what it is. Let me open it up. Okay, the last thing, I totally forgot that I ordered this. This is the last thing. Let me take it out of the packaging. I quite like this actually. It's really cool. Again, just going with the Grecian vibes, we have this statue of David. I think it's the statue of David. It's meant to be 18 centimeters. I don't know how it's meant to like sit, because if you have it like that, you're gonna see the side, but maybe that's what you're meant to see. Yeah, this one is 18 centimeters and it is really small. But I think this is kind of the size that I expected it to be. I would love to buy something like this, but a lot bigger. But I just don't know. I haven't really looked around, to be fair. But they didn't have any on Shein. Maybe other websites in the UK will have something like this, a bit bigger. If you know of anywhere where I can buy this in a bigger size, then let me know, because I'd love to get it. And I think it goes really well with kind of the candle vibes. And then I don't know if you can see, but behind me we have a little diffuser that again is in kind of a Grecian style. These ones have a different material to the one there. That one is shiny, but these ones have a more like matte finish, and also the material is very different. I don't know what the material is called that they make these out of. Is it polyresin? I've completely made that up. I have no idea, to be fair. So that is the last thing that I picked up from Shein. And now let me show you a couple of bits that I picked up last time that I did not have the chance to show you. I don't think I picked up too much, to be fair, last time. So this is what I ended up keeping from what I ordered last time. I ordered a few more baits, but I was not happy with them. Mainly because of the size. The size was so different to what I thought they would be like in real life. But the first thing I did keep is this book. Again, this is a book box. However, this one is not a storage one. It's like this, and you have to seal it, so you actually can't open it. This again is based off a real book. It's called The Art of Home, and it's a really popular book in the world of styling and interior decor. This is what it looks like, and it's actually really good quality. I will say this style, which doesn't open, was I think cheaper by a couple of pounds than the ones that actually open up, but the quality, the cover, it's actually really good quality. So I was really happy with this. And then the other two bits that I picked up is, first of all, this gorgeous pumpkin here, which I am so in love with. I love all the pumpkins. They're kind of neutral. So this one is white with gold, and I think it's super cute. To be fair, I feel like this wasn't super cheap. It was the kind of price that you'd pay in TK Maxx. And then I also picked up this one, which is very similar to the other one, just a different shape and a different color. This one is an orange color, and although I did say that I like pumpkins that are more of a neutral color, I feel like this is just so cute, and it adds a cute pop of color. It usually sits up there next to the diffuser, so that's the other thing that I picked up. So those are the only 4 other things that I kept from Shein. And then from TK Maxx, as you can see, I went crazy on pumpkins. This was $4.99. So I feel like this one from Shein was more expensive than this one from TK Maxx, which was only $4.99. I just fell in love with it. It's this gold color, and I think it looks so luxe and so cute, and it was super affordable. I saw this on the website originally, but online on the website it looks nothing like it looks in real life. I'll insert the picture now so you can see what it looks like on the website, but it's just so different. So I was really happy when I saw what it looked like in store because it's absolutely gorgeous. So as you can see, I picked up a lot of things, especially the new ones that I just opened up with you. I need to decide what I'm keeping, but I have a few things that are definitely going back, like that little tray. I'm definitely not keeping that. And yeah, the other ones actually seem quite nice. I think I'm probably gonna end up keeping majority of things. So that's a little unboxing that I wanted to do with you, and now I want to share these two because I picked them up from where the other books were. These are actually Neptune catalogs. They have a section on their website where you can actually order these brochures. I'll leave the link listed in the description section down below if you want to order these for yourself. These are completely free and they are actually really good quality, and I picked them up mostly just to use them for styling. So the first one that I picked up is their directory, which this one is from Spring Summer 2025. This is what the cover looks like. They actually did come up with their Autumn Winter 2025 that is out now, so I need to get that one as well. It is quite small, but I think they make really great books for styling and they feel like really decent quality. So that's the first one. The next one that I picked up is this kitchen one. Again, super cute. This is what it looks like. And then they also have one that is stories. However, that one was out of stock. I'll just leave it on the screen now. So yeah, they release these every year. They release directory twice a year, I think spring, summer, and then they do autumn, winter. So you can get these completely for free. And like I said, they make great styling books. I'll leave the link in the description section down below. So yeah, that's everything that I wanted to share with you. Now I have a complete mess around me. But first of all, I want to try this out and see if it works. So let's try it out. As you can see, I have tried it, but it's not going great because these hooks or whatever they are a lot more narrow. So the previous hook is somewhere here and I need it to be here. So it's not going great, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the hook to be here because I do really like it. It looks really cute as far back as I can get. And I think it's really handy actually to have this here so that you can put the keys when you come in so that you don't lose them. But yeah, this one is definitely staying. I just think we need to figure out the hooky situation, but it shouldn't be too hard at all. Now 1 o'clock. That's interesting. I thought it would be a lot later than that. I thought it would be like 2 or 3. But 1 o'clock is not bad. I've tried to put these against the sofa, which obviously I'm doing a really bad representation right now. But they're just giving way too beigey, way too... I mean, they go with the rug, but it just looks really weird against the grey of the sofa. So I don't know. I'm not sure about these. But yeah, the living room is giving chaos. It's absolutely chaotic. I've got everything all over the floor, so I'm gonna have to tidy up. I'm gonna need to make lunch soon as well. I'm not sure what I'm going to make for lunch, but on my to-do list for today I had to do a load of whites, which I've already done. I've already done breakfast. The reason why my hair is so greasy and slicked back today is because I need to do one of my runs for the Couch to 5K. So I'm on week 5. I think I'm on week 5 run 3. However, last week I did 2 runs from the week 5. I did the week 5 run 1 and week 5 run 2. One day after another, and my knee started hurting so bad the next day, and I just had to take a little break. So I think I've taken 3 days off since my last run, and I'm meant to do it today, so I'm gonna attempt to do that at some point later today, depending on how my knee feels. If I feel like my knee is hurting too much and I can't carry on, then I'll stop it. But I thought today would be a really good day today because my hair is in a desperate need of a wash. So yeah, I don't really have too many things on my to-do list for today, apart from the load of whites, breakfast, lunch and dinner, film this vlog that I'm doing, take you along with me for the day, and go through the Shein order that I was waiting on. So it'll be a case of kind of just like seeing where everything goes, seeing what I want to keep, trying stuff on, styling and things like that. So I think I'm gonna take the next hour. It's 1 o'clock now. Husband's in the gym, so he's not gonna want lunch too soon. So I think I'm gonna spend the next half an hour just tidying things up a little bit and styling things in the living room to see what I want to actually keep. I think I'm gonna keep majority of things because I do like them a lot, especially this candle. This is definitely staying because it smells so lovely, and although I'm really disappointed in the size, I don't think I can find this in a bigger size, so it's staying because I love it. So yeah, I'm gonna spend the next half hour doing that, and then I'm probably gonna make lunch, and then I'm gonna wash up lunch, and then we'll see where the day takes us. So I'll check with you in a bit. I'm not going to film while I'm tidying up just because the camera is running low on battery, so I need to put that on charge, but I'll catch up with you at some point later. Yeah, before I go, I just wanted to tell you about the book that I read at the weekend. I can see my camera is already flashing low battery, so I don't know if I'm gonna get to tell you the whole story, but I read this new book from Frida McFadden. So the last time I told you about book, I was reading The Couple number 9, which I finished and was so good. And then I moved on to, I think The Tenant, which is the one that I read at the weekend, was the next one after. And it was a really good book. I don't think it was as good as The Boyfriend or some of the other Frida McFadden books that I've read, but it was a really good read. So now the next one that I want to read is The Locked Door. I don't have a physical copy of either of them because I'm reading them online. I have digital copies. But yeah, The Tenant was really good. And then I'm gonna read The Locked Door. That's next. But if you have any recommendations of good books that you're reading at the moment, let me know, because once I finish The Locked Door, I don't really have any other ones that I have on my to read list. So yeah, let me know if you have any good recommendations that are along those lines. For lunch, I want something really quick and easy, and I don't really want to cook, so I'm going to make these from La Familia Rana. This is the roast chicken, and I think this might be new. I've never seen these in stores before, and usually I buy the ham and mascarpone ones. They're really nice. So I'm curious to see what these will taste like. So this is what we're going to have for lunch, but I really like this brand and I like so many things that they make. And these are so easy to make. All you have to do is boil the water, drop these in, leave them for a couple of minutes, I think. Leave them for 3 minutes, and then ready to serve with a dollop of butter. Lazy lunch is served. This is what it looks like. I honestly never understand how this is meant to be one portion. It's so tiny, it's minuscule, but somehow it just works. I think it's because they're very filling. So we haven't tried it yet, but I'll let you know how we like them after. I'm just sat here about to have my lazy lunch, and I'm just having a quick little browse on H&M Home because and just H&M in general, because they have currently 15% off. There's a bowl on there, like a stoneware bowl, that I like the look of, so I might order that because I need more kind of decorations around the house. I also realized one of the books that I picked up, I'm going to send it back because I don't like the color of it. It doesn't fit in with the color scheme in the living room. It's just too gray, so that's going back. And also on our next Costco run, I want to pick up one of those catwalk books, you know, the really thick ones from different fashion designers. I think I'm going to choose between, I'll leave it on the screen. I think I'm going to choose between either the Dior one, which is a tiny bit more gray, or the Chloe one, which is a more neutral beige color. So I'm gonna pick those up if they have them when we next go to Costco, which I'm not sure when it is. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy lunch because I'm actually super hungry. That was delicious. I could have easily eaten another portion. I would highly recommend them if you haven't tried them already. I really like the taste of them. And then if you put a tiny bit of either olive oil or butter, it just melts into it and it makes them so nice. So that's lunch done. I think it's now 14:14. So I think I'm just going to spend some more time online just browsing and looking at some more home decor. And then I'm not sure what's next. I'll check in with you wherever is next. It's 3 o'clock, 3:02. And because I want to try and attempt to do my run, I need to make myself a coffee to give me a boost of energy actually. And the living room floor is quite messy. I still have all the boxes from the Shein order, so I think I'm gonna make a coffee, tidy up a little bit here, and then attempt to do the run. I don't think I want to do it any later than 4:30, just because I want to come back and then be back in time for finish in time for dinner. So yeah, let's go make a coffee. It's quite late in the day, so I've decided not to have a full caffeine drink. So I've decided to make this sweet vanilla decaf pod, which I don't think decaf has completely no caffeine. I just think it's got a very, very small quantity of caffeine. So it'll probably still give me a little boost because I'm very reactive to caffeine anyway. And I do think it'll probably give me a tiny little boost, and worst case scenario is just a placebo effect, because I still find this one to be really strong. Coffee is now ready. I'm just going to let it cool down a tiny bit, tidy up the living room, and then enjoy this. Maybe start on a new book while I'm having this, and then go for the Couch to 5K week 5 run free. While I'm waiting for my coffee to cool down a little bit, I wanted to show you a pair of pajamas I picked up from Sainsbury's recently. Their range is called To Clothing. When I say these are the softest pajamas I have ever touched, it's no exaggeration. I actually picked them up online. I first saw them advertised, or you know, girls on TikTok were like, run, don't walk for these pajamas. And that's where I first saw them, and I didn't see them in store. I just saw them online and I ordered them online. And when they arrived, honestly, I could not believe how incredibly soft the material is. It's like that velvety kind of plush feeling material, and I am obsessed with anything to do with bows. So when I saw these, I just knew I had to have them. I think they're giving a tiny bit Christmas, and everyone is saying, oh, these are kind of Christmas pajamas, but I personally would wear them more than just Christmas. I'm definitely gonna start wearing them. They're brand new, they've only just arrived, so I haven't had the chance to wash them and wear them. I have tried them on for size, and I picked up a small just because the extra small was not in stock when I picked these up, but the small fits perfectly fine. And I feel like as I gained a tiny bit of weight, I don't think I'm an extra small anymore anyway. I think I'm more of a small. So I'd say they're definitely true to size, and honestly, the feeling, the cozy feeling of these is just unmatched. So you have the top, which looks like this. It's got a collar and then buttons down the middle, and then they come with trousers, which I have here, and I'll just show you quickly the waistband on the trousers. It's elastic as well. I'll leave them linked in the description section down below if you're interested in these as well. I know they were selling out really quickly. They are a tiny bit too long for me because I am 5'2", and these are not for petites or, you know, shorter people. However, because they're a pair of pajamas, I really don't mind it. But yeah, I am utterly obsessed with them. I personally haven't really bought anything from To Clothing before, so I'm really impressed with these, and I'll definitely be picking up some more pajamas in the future. I know last year they had some really nice Christmas ones, and I regretted not picking them up. Well, I tried to pick them up, but whenever I tried to pick them up, they were always sold out, so I couldn't get my hands on those. But yeah, hopefully this year they'll come up with a few nice variations as well around Christmas time. I know they have already a couple of Christmas variations out, and they've also got Halloween. They've got some really cool Halloween ones, but from what I've noticed, none of them have this like really soft feeling. Some of them have like a different material, but yeah, utterly obsessed with these pajamas. Cannot wait to wear them. I was wondering why my coffee is so bitter. It's because I forgot to put syrup, caramel syrup, no, vanilla syrup in it. That's what I usually put. So it feels really strong for some weird reason. It just started raining. And I have no idea what the time is. I probably have another half an hour until I need to go for my run, and I also need to finish this. So what better opportunity than to start reading a book? I'm going to start reading The Locked Door by Frida McFadden. I don't know how much I'm going to end up reading out of it, but I think it's a good opportunity to read and not scroll. So a little update on the bangle from Abelian that I showed in my Abelian unboxing, and then that also showed in the first vlog that I did of the career break diaries. I've been wearing it ever since, and I've been loving it. Sometimes I usually stack it with this bracelet. This one is from Beautiful Earth Boutique. This is what it looks like. So I wear this one all the time as well, and I usually stack them together because I wear a watch on this hand, but because I'm at home today, I just chose to kind of separate them on different hands. And then these are the earrings as well, which I have been wearing quite a lot actually. I think that's quite typical though, when you get something new, especially like new jewelry, you just want to wear it, and you wear it for a while until you kind of get bored of it. So yeah, the update is I've been loving it. It's super comfortable. You can't really tell you have it on, and it doesn't like get wet or anything when I'm around the house, you know, doing chores and washing up. In the previous video I was saying that I wasn't sure how much wear I'll get out of it, or if I'll be reaching for it quite often, because it's the first bangle that I ever bought. But yeah, I've been getting loads of wear out of it, and I've been wearing it quite a lot ever since I got it. It's now 4:10. I had a quick little change of outfit, took some of my jewelry off, just kept kind of the bare minimum, and replaced the earrings as well. And I am going to go for my run. I'm going to start easy, see what it's like, maybe do some walking and then start running and see how my knee feels like. And yeah, let's go. I'm really curious if I'm gonna get any pain or not. Also, the weather is so weird. There was like a quick 5-minute shower and it wasn't meant to rain, but it did, and now it's just kind of sunny again. I guess it's kind of typical September weather, isn't it? But yeah, let's go. Yay, I'm done. Oh my gosh, that was so good. The feeling at the end is so good and you feel so pumped, but then while you're doing it, it's just so difficult. And then before doing it, motivating yourself to do it is the hard bit. But as always, all the endorphins, and yeah, it just feels amazing right now. I'm a bit gutted that I had to go back one and I wasn't able to do run free. Luckily, so far so good. My knee is really good actually. However, I remember last time it didn't start hurting straight away. It ended up hurting a couple of hours later, maybe even the next day. So I'll see how tomorrow goes. To be fair, I think it was my mistake for doing 2 rows consecutively, one day after another. I think that might have been a bit too much. So hopefully I've left a 3-day break in between these runs. So hopefully now it's going to be all good. It's almost 5 o'clock. Sweating so bad. It's so good though. I can't wait to take a bath later and have a nice bath. But yeah, I'm just gonna go back in and start making dinner soon. But that was so good. So I've just finished chopping up the sweet potatoes. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of oil on them, and then I'm going to season them as well. Air fryer. Yeah. Potatoes are ready to go in the air fryer, and I googled this because I haven't done this before in the air fryer. 200 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes. So the potatoes are in the air fryer, and I'm going to get started soon on my mince. This is the one that I'm going to be using, and then all you have to do is essentially brown the mince and then use some taco seasoning. So I alternate between these two from Old El Paso or this one. This one is a tiny bit more spicy, as you can see. This one's 2, and then this one's mild. But because this one's opened, I just want to use this one, so I'm going to be using the Tesco's own brand. So yeah, I'll get started on that. I am now just browning off the mince, and I think I used about 1/4 of the taco seasoning pack in 250 grams of mince meat. And I have 13 minutes left on the potatoes. This is such an easy meal to make. And then the next thing I have to do is just chop up some avocado and add the cottage cheese. And I don't do hot honey on mine, just because I don't need food that's too spicy. But I'm going to do it for my husband today because he said he wants to try that out. So I'm gonna do his hot honey, and I'm going, basically it's just mixing regular honey with some chili flakes. And then for mine, I'm just going to use plain honey, and then also add some cottage cheese. I'll show you at the end when it's all done. So this is the final result. I actually took out the potatoes about 10 minutes earlier than I anticipated because they already looked on, if anything, they looked on the edge of being burnt. So we have sweet potatoes, avocado, minced beef, cottage cheese, drizzle of honey, and some chili flakes. And this is what it looks like. So we're just going to have dinner and watch a new episode of Wednesday, the 2nd season. We started it yesterday. We're also watching a couple of other things, one of them being The Wire, which I know is super old, Chief of War, and then what's the one with the spies? Not spies, but like SAS. Oh, The Terminal List. And the last one is called The Terminal List. So we have those on rotation, but we're just waiting for new episodes to come out. So yeah, that's it for today. I'm going to leave this vlog here. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. And hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.